You building a colony pod. Okay. So that a colony pod can go down there then. Also, we are going to be attacked here, which is an unfortunate matter. We'll go ahead and rush this. And I don't think I'll get a scout team out in time. So what I'm going to actually do is activate him. And as you can see, distance of 1, he's going to move to defend. Now, unfortunately, this guy won't have a defender. This is a perfect opportunity for the computer to come over here and screw me in the butt. But I'm going to bank on that it won't. And, in fact, we'll just keep letting him build. I think I might lose a scout because it's an upgraded mine worm now. So I need to build a mine there. And I believe I need to build a mine here as well. Yeah. However, we could still win. Forces expand. And we won. And we can move him back. Now, I guess we don't need this guy. We did lose our rover, though. But it's really not that big of a deal. Should build me a colony pod. So, oops. No. Build me a colony pod and I guess Rec Commons. Rec Commons will reduce drone counts. We haven't had any drone problems yet. Let me see if I can show that off. I can remember how to fucking do this. The answer to that is probably no, because I don't even know what I'm fucking looking for. Not that. Psych? Yeah, psych. Alright. Now, every 3 citizens we have, we're going to have a drone. We don't have 3 citizens here. I think we have one here. Yeah, and apparently we don't have a drone. Maybe it's once I go beyond 3 citizens. It might be when I go beyond 3 citizens. I also might maybe have enough psych to not generate one. I'm not too sure. I don't know a whole lot about the drone stuff. I just know when they happen, you can have drone riots, and I know how to fix it most of the time. So we're going to continue to, like I said, forest and build roads everywhere. He can hold position. Alright, so we have energy banks and synth metal. We could switch to free market. We won't, but I'll show you what it does here. +2 economy, -5 police, and -3 planet. That could also be why I'm not getting a drone. Because each one of my bases do have 1 military unit stationed there, which I believe would reduce by 1. Reduce the drones by 1. Which is why we won't get them on 3. If we ran free market, we'd have -5 police. Which wouldn't, we have a territory. You may have seen like my lines around, and if I have units outside of the lines, that's when the -police is going to come in. So free market's like a good bunker strategy. However, since we are already going to have kind of drone problems, I'm going to keep it as it is so that we can have 1 military police. Also, we'd have -3 planet, which comes with its own set of problems. This is mostly something you run if you were Morgan, or running like a probe heavy team, I guess, and you needed the money. I'm going to go ahead and go with this so I can get children's crash. Now, there's fungus out in the water, just like there is here. This tile here is fungus. It's fungus as well, and, you know, etc., etc. So you can remove it. This is an energy bonus, resource bonus. Just like, you know, that's food, that's energy. That's another data pod, of course. We're going to go ahead and remove the fungus because we hate fungus. This colony pod can go there. Go ahead and move that. Resume the base. And we're going to start building energy banks to bolster our economy. You can also switch to an energy bank. Energy banks are pretty standard and useful. Basic building. Go ahead and insert one there. This colony pods do take 1 pop away from the town when they're made, just like in other Civ games. Fortunately, this one will grow before that becomes a problem. So, yeah. Go ahead and build a forest. And build a road. And we're going to keep foresting out here and roading out here. So that we can, you know, prepare for future bases, pretty much. Build a road there. Yeah. So I'm also trying a new style of recording here. You may see a series of videos that have 30 minutes on them, and then one video after that that may have some random fucking time between 1 minute, or I guess 1 second and 30 minutes. Basically, I have my recording software to create a new video after every 30 minutes and start recording again, just so I don't have to constantly stop it. So, yeah. So as a heads up. I'm going to build some sea formers and get these out here and start terraforming all these sea tiles, get the recycling tanks, the energy bank, and you're pretty good to go from there. How are you doing? 43 turns. You can rush these buildings, but it wants 1,016 units, which is not achievable. You can also make partial payments if you want to, which will make a couple partial payments on this, but since I'm not being... no one's competing against me right now for it, I don't really care. Also, the black outline is there because we are capped on how many units of minerals we can pull out of the ground per tile. This is telling me that I could get more if I had the appropriate tech to do so, which I do not. We will have it later, though. So, go ahead and go down here. Now, the other things we need to start building too are sensor arrays. Sensor arrays are pretty important. They provide defense bonuses for units that are around them. They also, speaking of sensor arrays too, I believe that's an O. It's an automatic sensor array. Construct sensor array. 4 turns. O. They provide defense bonuses as well as sight. So they're pretty important. We're going to go here with this guy. I like to try to put my bases coastal so they can take advantage of sea tiles, because I do find sea tiles to be pretty nice for growth and energy. And energy is our primary resource for teching, which means, of course, we want as much energy as we can get to an extent. Basically, that extent is unlimited. Alright, so we have children's crutches now, which increase growth and efficiency, I guess, and some other stuff. We could run democracy, 2 efficiency, -2 support, 2 growth. Yeah. Now, if you were something like Yang, you could run planned economics, and that -2 efficiency would not do anything to you. So that's something to keep in mind, I guess, when you play Yang. You could run like planned and police state and have absolutely no penalty. So police state would be over here. If you're Yang, you actually start with doctrine of loyalty. So anyways, I could get industrial automation, which would allow me to build supply crawlers, which are pretty cool. However, supply crawlers are basically a unit that can work a tile for you, but they only generate 1 resource out of it. So if a tile can generate 3 minerals, 3 food, and 3 energy, it can only pull out 1 of the 3, basically. So it can only get 3 minerals, or only get, 3 food. You could go into philosophical debates for years to come about whether or not using supply crawlers is fair, since I believe the AI does not have the capability to properly utilize them the way a player would, nor do I think they have the ability to really use them at all. So, since I'm challenging myself on the difficulty, I'm not playing on talent, which I guess is standard. I am playing on, of course, librarian. I'm going to be probably dumber and probably not use them. So instead, I think I'm going to go ahead and go for gene splicing, which will give me research labs, increase psych by 25, and an additional 50% research bonus, and reduces drones by 1. It will also unlock the nutrients cap, which will allow me to, get more than 3 nutrients on a tile, should I be able to acquire that. Which with sea tiles, kelp forests, and aqua farms, it should be something that eventually happens. Go ahead and continue to build roads. So this tile is cleared out. We can go ahead and build. You can build a couple different things out here. And I'll show you here. You can build tidal harnesses, mining platforms, and kelp farms. I like to build kelp farms and then a tidal harness on the kelp farm. Kelp farm will produce nutrients. Tidal harness will give you energy. Mining platform, I believe, will give you minerals. But whatever. The kelp farms can expand like forests, which is pretty neat. So you could build, a couple of them, and maybe they'll take off, maybe they won't. Also, I probably should have switched to use something like energy banks, which is more useful. But whatever. Lost time. Who cares, right? So we'll go ahead and build this base here, and we're gonna build 1 farmer and 1 sea farmer, recycling tanks, energy bank, probably children's crutch. And how are we doing on this? We're gonna have a pop growth in 7 turns, which is great. We could speed that to 5, but we'll lose some other stuff, so keep building that. We could hurry, so you see it's cost down to 920. So it's getting there. With an income of 14 per year, we will close that gap even faster. Alright. My turn's complete. Forest expand, which is great. I am all for expanding forest. So we built a sensor on that tile, which do all kinds of stuff, like I had said before. Let me see if I can see how much vision it has, which I believe are my data links. Terraforming and sensor array. So it can see any enemy unit within 2 squares, and gives you a 25% defense to land that are within 2 squares. That, so I believe that means you could build it like it is. Sorry, you could build it there like it is, and it should give a defense to the guys in your town. I'm not too sure. You can defend. Missing quite a few roads. I'll get over it, I guess, on these tiles. You guys can keep going. Apparently I can't plant a forest there. Now, unfortunately, the alternatives to building a mine would be a building called a thermal borehole. But I can't build it because I have not unlocked it yet. So we're just going to build a mine. But thermal boreholes, I believe, provide six minerals and 6 energy. So they're great. We're also going to build a sensor there so I can see hopefully what's in the fungus. That's our forest. I don't want to build a road. There we go. Problem solved. Mine. Get rid of the fungus. And roads everywhere. Yang is doing the command nexus, which is a scary thought if you were to actually acquire it. I don't have the command nexus, but I can, I believe, consult my data links. HQ, data links. Secret projects. Command nexus, I believe is what it is. So it's going to put a command center at every single one of his bases. Now, a command center repairs damaged units quickly, and every ground unit that is built there receives 2 morale upgrades, which essentially means it's like 2 levels higher. For each morale, you can see a unit receives a 12.5% combat bonus for each level morale. So basically, he's producing units that will come out with 25% bonus immediately. Yeah. I believe that's what he's making. Oops. HQ. Project data. Yeah. Command nexus. That's pretty powerful, but there are wonders, of course, later that, well, of course there's going to be wonders later that are more powerful. It's a big threat that he could get. However, I'm not too concerned about it because I am not near him, as far as I know. Also, I don't plan to really fight with ground units if I can avoid it. The longer we can stay hidden from everyone here, the better, so that I could take up to necessary requirements to where I would not. So you can see here, this one's actually capped at 2 food because the game hates me that much. Yeah, that's exactly why. Oh, okay. No. All right. Get back here and kill that fungus, I guess. And you can kill that fungus. You can build a road. Kill that fungus. So the weather paradigm is nearing a major breakthrough. That means they are getting pretty close to making it, as you might think it is. We're going to go ahead and get ecological engineering, which is going to lift the 3 minerals per square. Also, missile launchers, pretty tempting. You may also notice that is an explore tech. That is giving you that, giving you a weapon. So that's something to think about, I guess. Go ahead and get +3 minerals. That will allow us to, get rid of some of these caps, such as this mine, and allow us to pump more into our stuff. Speaking of that, still 800. We could make a partial payment, but I'm not going to. Again, no rush to really get it. We don't have drone problems yet, and that will significantly reduce drone problems in the future. Because as Zack, we should be having them often. So this is a thing that can happen. For the next 20 turns, we expect native life activity to increase dramatically. Basically, the mind worms are going to have an orgy, and we are going to suffer because of it. Also, you may have noticed that another secret project has gone up. That is the, what was it? Citizens Defense Force. This wonder is essentially what Yang starts with. Whereas Yang has a perimeter defense at every base, the Citizens Defense Force gives you a perimeter at every base. And perimeter increases defense multiplier of the space by 1. This efficiently doubles the defense strength, or triples it when combined with attacking on field. Whatever. So that just gives you more of an idea of how powerful Yang can be and is at the start of the game. Essentially, Yang starts with a wonder that you have to invest a lot of turns to get. Build a mine there, forest, and you have a sensor array. I guess I can't see anything in there, so I should assume that it's all rainbows. So we have a drone riot. We're gonna go ahead and zoom to this base, and now we can see the drones are basically what you can see here is it has 2 citizens and 1 drone. But this drone is being taken care of by police. So he is acting normal. However, we have another drone because, fun times and hugwills and rainbows. And he cannot be suppressed. So because there's a drone riot, I believe it's a drone riot, no work will be done at this base, which is unfortunate because this is where the virtual network is. So there's a way to fix it. And the way you fix it is you go here. Of course, got to switch back to resources. And you take him off working. Now, that's going to create a talent. So what you could also do is click on one of these guys. And you can switch him to a doctor. And, well, I guess he's not really a talent. I don't know. He's a doctor. Which is going to give us a +2 psych, whatever. But that should calm his tits down. And should allow us to keep working on the thing. Getting that virtual network is going to help a lot. And we need more roads to connect all of our stuff in case of an emergency. So such as fires, floods, or hurricanes, or Xenos fungus. Can I get rid of that? Thank you. Tidal harness, farms, and as you can see, if you looked over at my base, I'll show you here in a minute. Ooh, we're going to start needing fewer drones, so go for that. Something like that, I guess. So I built recycling tanks, which is great. Go to energy bank, fewer drones, children's crutch, and get back to me when you're done. As you can see, the drone ride's taken care of. We still have the drone, but he's not riding because the doctor is basically injecting him with, you know, antidepressants. The drone is thinking about his life and all the good he could be doing for us if he wasn't riding. Unfortunately, he hasn't gotten to the stage of that recovery yet, and he still feels the need to ride and act like a general asshole. Meanwhile, the forests are expanding, which means the forests want me to win this game more than my own people. So, whatever. I'm going to build a mine here. Forest expansion, forest expand, which is great. Alright, so our mineral cap is lifted. Now we can also get our energy cap lifted. But missile launchers sound so good. But you know what? We're not in any threat right now. So we might as well do it. That's my my thoughts on it. Because we're going to start getting tidal harnesses out. And I believe they will be restricted. So we go ahead and get children's crutches. And let's go for research lab and hologram theater. Get back to me when you're done. You can go energy bank, of course. Children's crutch. Actually, drone, and then children's crutch. Get back to me when you're done. Build a tidal harness here. My S key for stuff. And build a road there. And build a road there. And build a road there. And a road there. And that already has a road. I'd tell you to build another road, to build 2 roads. You know, for oncoming traffic, of course. But you can just hang out and build a road. And you can go there. And you go there. And you go there. And there seems to be an island there. Which is cool, I guess. Completely, you know, not inconvenient being in the way of my massive empire that is expanding out across this known planet called Planet. So I feel like this map is pretty big. I don't know why. Oh, mine worms. Come to crush my hopes and dreams. I'm not surprised. It is the mine worm orgy that is going on at this time. And like I said, when mine worms orgy, we will suffer. And there goes. Pew pew pew. He ate my former no problem. But I don't really care. However, when they get to my bases, I am going to start caring. Fortunately, I don't know where he's going to go. You can see that we can't actually tell his stats. Question mark, with one movement. That is because he is a mine worm. And, you know, we don't actually know a whole lot about mine worms. Surprise, surprise. He is 10% damage, though, which is going to equate to he is still going to kick my ass. So we'll see how many of my farmers he will eat. And we'll just kind of go from there. Go ahead and build that. There's kind of a point to where you can expand so much. And, you know, kind of after that, you're going to get some problems. And the problems are called mine worms. And, the mine bullets they shoot. It's all kinds of fun things. You know, we learned this in college. Also, you could take a look at these bars down here. They're telling you how well everyone's doing and how not well everyone's doing. As well as all of this other information, such as the tech leader, which is me, military population, territory, overall, Colonel Santiago. But of course, I am apparently doing very good in wealth. I don't know why. Probably because Morgan's getting his shit kicked. And if Santiago is running away with this game and flexing her military power all over the rest of the factions, that could be a big problem for me. And I don't like problems. So we can look at bars here. Yeah, it looks like Believers aren't doing very well. Santiago's doing pretty well. You can see that despite her bar being so high, if we switch to this view, it's hard to see. I guess you guys still can't see my pointer. Let me do this. So we switch this view down here. My line is about right there, and hers is right there. So we aren't actually that far apart. And you can see here as well, I guess, we are not that far apart in power. So that's a good thing. Fortunately, my tech is still number 1. I am not surprising because I am Zack, but sort of surprising to me because I suck at these types of games. We're going to go ahead and keep moving there and build that there. I'm also going to build a sensor here. We need those. Zoom to base. You are building an assortment of items. Carry on. All right. No, so now not only did we get access to lifting the restriction of 3 energy a square, we also got tree farms. And tree farms are a building you can build that will basically make all the forest tiles even better. And we're going to go ahead and get missile launchers now. You need to stop stockpiling energy. And it's about time for you to probably build your recreation commons and then tree farms. Tree farms are pretty important. Tree farms are really important because, again, of how many forests I put down. Virtual network. We're going to go ahead and rush this and save us 23 turns. This should fix the drone problem here. And then we're going to switch to energy banks and tree farms. And you can see, too, of course, as population goes up, the models will change for the different buildings, which is kind of neat. Yeah. Go ahead and put a road here. I'm a little bit scared of that mine worm. However, we're going to go here to defend our base. I think this might be the one that takes a hit. Unfortunately, that's also going to kind of feed him, so we're going to back up. It's like, I'm coming to defend you. Just kidding. Ha ha, Ruffles. I'm not too sure what to do about that. We got to see. Oh, and we finished our thing. We're going to see a cool video here. I'm pretty sure you guys can see this stuff. So basically, this is the future of gaming. You're going to sit or stand suspended while these spiky thingies rotate around you for effects. Though you won't be able to see them because you're going to be wearing these awesome glasses while you have your mouth taped shut. And then your avatar is going to look exactly like you, basically a douchebag. And despite being hooked into this machine all day, you're going to have a fairly nice body. So, there we go. The virtual world. Everyone's got it. Do you have it? Now you do. Oh my god. Alright, so that was fun. We didn't make the first secret project. Unfortunately, the hippie beat me to it. But, you know, what can you do? Also, that base is going to be attacked. We are going to hopefully flex our superior positioning and defenses here by moving that guy. Hopefully the mine worm doesn't catch on to me and raffle skate into my other base. However, I don't think he will completely destroy my base. I think he will kill 2 population. Or maybe even only 1. I don't really care. You can go ahead and wait. We're going to let him attack us. And you guys can keep moving away. And build a sensor. Build a sensor. You can go there. Eat that fungus. And he's going to attack and get his ass handed to him, which is great. Spartan Secret Project, the Command Nexus has been canceled. The Spartans are now redirecting their efforts towards the Citizen Defense Force. That is good. Actually, I didn't know the Spartans were even making that. So that is very good. Yeah,